Hi all, welcome to Saffron Shell Turtle. Today we are doing a self-healing spread. We will look at your primary emotional block, how you can get over it, what lessons you need to draw from it, and all of those aspects. So today I'm talking to those of us who gave their everything in a romantic relationship. They thought that this person was the love of their life and they did not treat them well. This may have happened like very recently, or this situation may have been way into the past, but because these cards are here, these are very positive cards, but these are in the primary emotional block position. So I really feel you were somehow betrayed in this love relationship. You thought that this person was the one for you, but they did not treat you right, and that emotional block is still there. How this emotional block is affected your past relationships rather, I feel as though you went into each of your relationships in the past with the burden of your past experience, or the burden of this primary emotional block. Every relationship you stepped into in the past, you were either giving too much or asking for too much, because you had seen firsthand that you cannot trust even those whom you thought as the one. You believed that if you believed rather that if you ask them for exactly what you need, you will be all right, this relationship will work out. But what happened was that because you were bringing your past experience into this relationship, things did not work out. Either the person thought you were too clingy, or they thought you were too demanding, or whatever your actions, whatever they thought of your actions eventually led to them leaving this relationship. Okay, so I really feel in the past you struggled with finding a balance between giving and receiving. Either you gave too much because you thought in the past this is what the problem might have been, and therefore that relationship did not work out, so you started giving too much. Or perhaps you thought that in the past you didn't ask for much, and that's why the other person didn't know what you exactly needed, and that's why that didn't work out. Whatever the case may be, you were bringing your past into those relationships, and that's why those did not work out. And the reason was that primary emotional block, because of that love situation in your, which is stuck in your head, that didn't work out, even though that was perfect relationship in your eyes. And that's why you were bringing that trauma into your relationships. What is affecting your current relationship with respect to this emotional block? We have Three of Swords reversed and the Hermit. Look at how this person is looking back into this broken heart. I feel as though currently you are afraid that if you lost sight of what went wrong in your past relationship, maybe those things will happen again. Maybe you are driving your current relationship with fear. You are afraid of showing too much affection to this person, or you are afraid of giving too much into it, or you, for whatever reason, this person is reminding you of your broken heart. Maybe you are not healing your heart. You did not deal with this emotional blockage in the past, and that is why you are here listening to this reading. Okay, I feel as though you did not, rather than looking inside of you to see what needed healing, you jumped into this relationship, or you are afraid of jumping into this relationship because you are struggling to still make sense of this situation in the past. Okay, so presently I feel your own fear of getting your heart broken is keeping you stuck from taking a step ahead in this current relationship. Okay, I will not say whether this is the correct relationship for you or not. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here, and what I see here is that you are looking back into your broken heart again and again. You are afraid of moving forward. Now, what lessons should you take to cure this emotional block? We have the Hanged Man and the Star. I feel as though these two cards are asking you to make sure you know how much to take from a situation and how much to give into it. I feel as though the Hangman and the Star reversed are asking you to follow the divine light. You, even when you were in this relationship which has now become an emotional block for you, you knew that inside of you there was a feeble voice inside of you that was telling you something wasn't right, but you chose to ignore that because you were too much into love. You thought that this is the one, and that's why you were ready to give everything. But the Hanged Man and the Star reversed are asking you to draw this lesson from that experience, that you need to follow your divine light. You have to find a balance between giving and receiving. Okay, you should know when to stop taking from a situation. Maybe you were demanding too much, like we saw in some of the cards in the past. You began demanding too much of the other person, or you started giving too much into the relationship, and it was all because of the fear of the broken heart. Okay, broken heart, or fear of getting your heart broken again. Whatever the situation may be, now the lesson here is to have patience in a situation. Okay, listen to your inner voice, understand what the divine light is trying to show you. Do not lose sight of the red flags. When you see them, when your intuition is trying to tell you something, listen to it. Go into the Hanged Man position every now and then, which means you are taking time to introspect also. You are patiently listening or tuning into your inner voice. You know what you need. You are going into every situation with your eyes open. That doesn't mean that you are being doubtful of every person. It only means that you are not ignoring the signs when they show up. You know how to when to give and when to receive, and you know that you have to tune into your inner voice. Okay, and these are really good cards, and these are from Major Arcana. So I really feel this is the divine message coming through to you. So whatever got your heart broken, the lesson that needs to come through is here through these Major Arcana. Okay, now let's look at what steps you need to take to heal your heart. What I see here is, again, see, these are Major Arcana. I really feel this is divine intervention, and this message is directly from your guardian angels, the universe, whoever, whatever you believe in. This message is coming straight from those divine entities, let's just call it that. Okay, so I feel as though with the Chariot, if you take a look into the Chariot card, you will see there is a light on this person's crown chakra. I feel as though this card is telling you to take care of your mind. Okay, do not, whatever is making you anxious, know that if you can't control that situation, first of all, the Emperor is reversed. That is telling me that you have the tendency to become controlling in certain situations and because this is reversed, I feel as though you can't control everything, but still, because you get into that controlling tendency, you strain your mind, you put a lot of stress on your mind, and when that happens, you lose sight of your direction in life. Okay, so for first step towards your healing process is to understand what you can control and what you cannot, and release the need to control everything. Okay, Chariot is also telling me the second step towards your self-healing process is to move forward without fear. Move forward into wherever your mind is leading you, whatever feels right to you. Move forward in that direction with without any fear, plus with determination. Okay, do not be afraid or do not be guided by your past. Do not keep looking into your past, or do not always be afraid of your heart getting broken. When you are taking care of your mind, when you are not being stubborn about something, you will, and you when you are not guided by fear, you will face every situation as an opportunity for improvement. Okay, so because this is related to relationships or the emotional blockage that came from a relationship, I really feel like I need to tell you that sometimes what happens is we feel that this is the one for us, okay, and then we become very stubborn about it. We know that our inner voice is trying to guide us away from this person, but because in our head we are stubborn, we feel, no, I know this is the one. You start making sacrifices, you start ignoring your inner voice, and you start giving too much energy and too much thought into this single person, and your whole life begins to revolve around that person. So I really feel guided to tell you that is not how life is meant to be living. You need to take care of your mind. Do not be stubborn. Yes, be fearless about every situation you are facing in life or every new person you meet. Keep an open mind about them, but also tune into your inner voice and tune into your logical mind also when you are being guided by somebody who is wiser than you, when they are trying to show you what you need to look at in this romantic relationship, or what you need to really, if they are guiding you to dig into that person's particular area or pay attention to their words or whatever, then do that. Do not be stubborn about, no, this is the one for me, you go away from my life, you are not making sense and I am going to be with this person only. No, keep your head straight, okay? Tune into your logical mind also, and take care of your mind also, okay? Do not be too controlling and be fearless. Do not be guided by your past, basically, okay? And about your future, once you have done all of this work, when you know what are the lessons, how can you self-heal or heal your heart, what is it that you should keep in your mind in future? What should be your spiritual principle for future healing? Okay, because healing doesn't happen in a day or two. It takes a long time to get your heart in its best state. Okay, healing is a long process, and sometimes you take 2 steps forward and you end up taking 4 steps backwards, but that's all right. You just need to keep these principles in your mind whenever you feel like your heart is not healed properly or you're losing sight of self-healing. Okay, so the principles that have come out are 7 of Wands reversed and 2 of Pentacles. I feel these cards are telling you to understand the importance of balance. Okay, do not break your back trying to please somebody. Do not overwork, okay? Do not put in too much effort into your workplace and then ignore your relationship. Also, the vice versa also is true, wherein do not put all of your energy into your love life and then ignore your career, okay? The card is asking for harmony, for balance. Yes, we all need to juggle various aspects of your life. That's okay, that is what life is. But you see how this person is breaking their back, trying to fight or defend or keep on working. So first of all, this card is indicating you don't have to be too defensive about your past choices or past decisions, okay? You did what you had to do in that situation. You were in a state of mind wherein you could not see certain red flags, and that's okay. You don't have to beat yourself about it, and you do not need to give an explanation to anybody else. You know what you did wrong and you have learned your lessons there. Okay, if you continue to be defensive about those choices, that is when you have not learned the lesson. Okay, but that doesn't mean you have to you owe an explanation to anybody. You do not. As long as you yourself understand what the lessons were, that's good enough. Okay, Two of Pentacles is telling you to seek harmony, to seek balance. Yes, you need to juggle certain things, but do not lose sight of what is important to you. Divide your time wisely, know what you need to do in which situation, and do not break your back with respect to workplace, with respect to giving explanations to others, with respect to justifying your actions, or just in the effort to keep somebody in your life. You are doing everything. That is also not the way to live. Okay, figure out the way to communicate, really articulate your needs, but do not be too needy. That is where the balance comes. Whenever you are in a situation, analyze. Self-analysis is always important. So your future spiritual principles should be, for self-healing, should be to understand the need of balance. Okay, balance out every area of your life. When you feel as though things are not working out, go inside of you, figure out what it is that is breaking your back, what is making you really tired, and that could be a physical fatigue, or it can be a mental one also. It can be an emotional one also. Whichever way you are feeling exhausted, really introspect and figure out a way to balance that. Okay, and the last thing is we have the postcard message from Oracle, postcard from Spirit. All right, so this card is telling you that you can manifest anything you want. You just have to keep on remembering consistently what it is that you need. Okay, one line is really, really important and powerful here, which is, if you can imagine something consistently as truth, you can and will create it. It doesn't mean that you become like that person who is living in their own world in a negative way. Okay, I hope I made sense there. What I mean to tell you is that you need to believe what you want is already with you. Okay, and that doesn't mean that you start spending millions because you believe that you have millions of dollars in your bank account. No, it only means that you believe you have that money, but you also have the understanding to balance your needs. Okay, yes, you are manifesting those things by believing that you already have that. You are keeping a standard in your life. You are aware that this is what I'm trying to manifest, but you know that before you get that kind of input from the universe, you are believing you are going to get it. You believe that you already have it, but you also have a common sense about the situation. Okay, I know it sounds quite contradicting and maybe I didn't explain it very well, but this card is all about the knowledge that you have the power to manifest everything you need in your life, need or want. And that doesn't just have to be wealth. When we talk about manifesting, somehow we go towards the tangible goals. Even my example was about the tangible things. It was about your wealth, but this could also be kindness, love, those peace, all those qualities that really make up or create the best version of ourselves. Okay, what are humans without humanity, right? And humanity consists of many attributes. So yeah, if you want to be a better human being, you can manifest that also. You'll just have to work on yourself consistently, and trust me, that is the best work you can do in this lifetime. Okay, and that's all I have for you. I really hope if you are in this situation, if you are in the self-healing process, I hope my message helped you. I hope I could deliver the what your guardian angels wanted me to deliver for you. And as always, shine bright.